Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and for those that are new here, welcome. I'm Darkhour717. One of the greatest aspects of Star Citizen is the community, the vast majority of which are some of the most welcoming, supportive, and also competitive people. With gameplay loops that support and encourage this, we see more and more the developers at CIG feed into the competitive nature of the backers. With new race tracks that include time trial missions and buggy track races that will bring new tracks eventually to all the expo centers, the internal competitive gameplay looks promising for Star Citizen. Though there is one group that plays a major role in this, even bigger than what CIG plays. And for years, they've been holding competitions of several styles for the backers of the verse to be involved in. This, of course, is Atmo Esports. Before we get into the details of their most recent event, the System 7, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and stick around till the end of the video to see how you can get entered in for a chance to win an Origin 100i starter pack. Atmo Esports is a group that is not part of CIG. What they do specialize in for years now has been holding some of the best competitions related to Star Citizen. The record consists of Fighter Flight, which spotlights the PvP gameplay, Hurston Hurt Locker, which showcases ground and FPS battle, the Grey Cat Social, which highlighted the lovers of the Grey Cat PTV and racing this little golf cart, and of course their largest and most well-known event, the Daymar Rally, an event that pits teams against each other and the clock on a more than 500-kilometer race across the surface of Daymar. If you want to know more about these events, a link will be in the description to the Atmo Esports website. Just over a week ago, though, they ran another one of their popular events, and one that has 8 parts and not just a single day's activity. The System 7. This was once known as the Stanton 7 and renamed this year as the verse continues to expand and will soon be involving more than just the Stanton system. This event is a circuit-style race event across many different terrains and areas and makes use of all the different ground vehicles in the verse. Qualifiers occurred back on the 4th of March, with many running to compete to make the top 16 teams and continue into the race series. Many great teams entered, and Amarok's Fang was lucky enough to have Gravity Cat pull off a 5th fastest time of the day to secure a spot in the final roster of the System 7. The team, consisting of Gravity Cat, Anroll, Big Flex TV, and myself, would need to organize and decide who would drive the 7 remaining races, and the first race was slated for the 18th of March, but did have to be postponed due to issues with the 3.18 patch, and was rescheduled for the 1st of April. With this, Anroll was going to be the first one to drive the very first race located at the Snake Pit on Clio in the Microtech system. With additional time to practice, we had many practice sessions and eventually race day did come. We all met in menus and launched in together Port Tressler and took the care that was provided by Atmo Esports down to the Snake Pit. While other team members were allowed to spectate, only one actual team member could do the race. With the placement that Gravity Cat secured in the qualifiers, we had a good position in the start of this race. After some short delays, the race did get underway. The race would consist of 5 laps around the augmented course of the Snake Pit, and the one with the shortest total time would take the race. Atmo Esports actually has the race point system set up so they earn points for placement from 25 points down to a single point, with the exception of race 4 and 5 due to the need to run in multiple heats. The race did start surprisingly with no overcrowding at the starting line, and unlike the Daymar Rally, we did not see any explosions occur. Out of the gate though, Anroll got himself set and was in the 5th place spot just after the first turn, and he was able to maintain this as the laps went through. In the first lap was where most of the contact was made between the different cyclones, and Anroll had actually been landed on at least once at the beginning again on the first trip across the pipe. The first trip across the pipe was eventful, but not so much because of the Cyclones racing, but more because of Papa Freedom's unfortunate explosion while filming and making contact with the gantry. Thankfully, Papa Freedom was quick in making it back to the Snake Pit and getting back in the action. With a 4-minute and 33-second first lap, Anroll did an amazing job maintaining position. Through the second lap, we really did not see too much action until we got to the second crossing of the pipe, where Anroll actually hit a little bit of a snag and got frozen up on the side of the pipe and fought hard to get his Cyclone back up on top. We did also see that there was a collision that caused a DNF for Splen due to the Cyclone no longer operating that he was driving. The remainder of lap 2 through 4 really remained unchanged. Though with a 7-second slower time on the second lap than the first lap, Anrel would go on in the remaining laps to put up his best times coming out of the entire race with an average below 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Through the laps, a lead position change did occur between Herbie of Punch Buggy and Gerbo the Gnome of the Gnomies, and Gerbo would maintain the lead after taking it for the remainder of the race. As the race proceeded, we did see another airborne collision, though not sure what the source was, if it was security taking out an interloper or a cameraman again hitting something at the snake pit. This though did signal the move into the final lap, and during the course of this, Anrel actually had moved into the 4th place position. With a fairly uneventful last lap, what we see as a final was Gerbo the Gnome taking 1st place, followed in 2nd by Herbie from Punch Buggy, then Juddix of the Blackhawks in 3rd, and Amarok's Fang's own Anrel bringing in the 4th place finish, and the 8 points that go with it. The official results are as listed here and have been posted by Atmo Esports. This course is the first race in the series, and with 6 remaining races ranging from the River Canyon Chaos to Microtech, the Tundra race, and many others, there are, as always, many exciting events to come. All can be seen on our stream or can be seen on the Atmo Esports Twitch channel with commentary. These events put on by Atmo Esports are the top in esports competitions for the Star Citizen universe. And as always, my thanks go out to the folks at Atmo Esports, Corsair, Crucian, Zool, and all of those involved with the races. With many different events to choose from, I definitely highly recommend giving it a try if you get the opportunity. From here, the next race will be on the 15th of April, and currently appears to be likely that it's going to be the Microtech Tundra race, as I do not expect the 3.18.2 patch to be launched yet to clear the issues with the River Canyon on Microtech. Thank you for checking out this race update, and we hope to see you in the races. And if you'd like to help support the channel, check out the merch store or hit the join button above for a membership. Also, make sure you get your entry in for the chance to win an Origin 100i starter pack. Just subscribe here and comment on any video to be entered, or you can head over to Twitch and follow for an additional entry. Winner's going to be drawn on the 1st of May. Thank you again for being here, and we'll make sure to bring you more updates as the races progress, and we will see you in the verse.